All right, y'all, welcome back to my channel for today. So I wanted to take a little bit to go over what I'm looking for in regard to your outline format, and then also take a little bit of time to look at two body paragraphs on the sample that I have posted for y'all. I kind of want to just go through and show you, what I'm expecting in terms of how it should be organized, what things you need to include. Obviously, structure-wise, your paragraphs might not be identical to the sample just because your topics are different, but I think it'll give you a good idea of what I'm looking for. So that being said, it's really important that you watch the entirety of this screencast, because I don't think this argumentative research paper is something y'all have written before. So the things that I'm going to be telling y'all will be helpful as you are starting to write your paper and your body paragraphs. So first I wanted to look at the outline that I have posted for y'all. This is in that same folder that we've been using, and then the sample essay is also in there. So similar to the outlines we've done before, really what I'm asking you to do here is to answer anything. Like, I want it filled in for anything that is highlighted, and I have that highlighted for y'all. And I do want it in complete sentences, and this will just save you time on the back end as you begin writing, and I want to look at them and get a good idea of what you're thinking structure-wise for your body paragraphs. Okay, so in the intro, what I want you to give me is any ideas that you might have for your hook. This is really the only part that probably doesn't need to be in complete sentences. You might give me like, a snippet of a statistic you might use, or a snippet of a quote that you might use, something like that. And then I do want your full thesis statement here. For each body paragraph, what I want you to provide is the topic sentence. So remember, this topic sentence for each body paragraph is going to be you introducing your different claims. So you have those 3 claims that you submitted to me and that I gave you feedback on. Each of your body paragraphs is going to discuss one of those. So for 1, I have introduced claim number 1, 2, number 2, and so on. You want to make sure that you organize them in a way that makes sense for your paper, because some of your claims, some of them, one might make more sense at the beginning rather than the end. So that's kind of up to you to determine how you need to structure those in what order. And then I want you for each body paragraph to give me your 2 supporting details that you're going to use in full sentences. So go ahead. If you are using a quote, and remember you can't have more than 3 quotes total in the paper, and you need at least 2. If you're using a quote, go ahead and practice and put that as like in an introduction as you would in the paper. Introduce the quote, provide context, whatever you need to. And if it's something that you're going to paraphrase, go ahead and paraphrase it in your own words. And provide the parenthetical citation at the end of it, since it's evidence. What your supporting details are, this is the evidence that you're going to use to support your topic sentence. Okay, so if your topic sentence for body paragraph 1 is that limiting screen time can provide more time for healthy hobbies such as exercise or spending time outside in the garden, something like that. You will find the research that you have found to support these claims, and find something from one of those articles that best supports this. So something that is proven that limited screen time is going to help in allowing more healthy habits, and why these healthy habits allow for improved mental health, something like that. You have an idea because you have researched your sources and articles already, but you want to make sure that you're choosing 2 details that support that claim. Okay, you don't want to just be providing random evidence, because then it's not going to make sense. There's going to be no structure, no organization to that. So you're going to give me at least 2 of those. You can have more than 2 supporting details if you want. You do need a minimum of 2, but just keep in mind that your paper really shouldn't be longer than 3 pages. So you don't want to jumble it up with too much evidence, because you do want some of your own commentary too. So I've told y'all right below this, for each piece of evidence that you have, you should have commentary, and what your commentary is going to be is you explaining how this evidence proves your claim. Okay, so you're going to want to relate it back to your topic sentence, and then maybe even back to your thesis too. And then you're going to do that it's the same for all 3 body paragraphs. If you're doing more than 3 body paragraphs, which you're welcome to, you can just go ahead and add another one and do the same thing for that one. In the conclusion paragraph, all I'm wanting in this outline is your so what. So what do you think you're going to end on? How are you going to end broad and provide maybe implications or a next step, some sort of solution, something like that? Just give me an idea of what you might be using there in that conclusion paragraph. Okay, so I want you to fill out the highlighted portion of this, and then you will copy and paste it and submit it to that journal on Moodle that I have for y'all. It says in big letters, submit outline here. So I wanted to